Okay, standing out in the middle of nowhere, gonna start a new build at the beginning of episode 10 of the Necro-Schall base of 5s. I don't think much happened in between last time. The Evo's ticked up a bit. We're kind of close to big biters, so there's probably going to be some point where we have to abandon whatever we're doing and just go and do other stuff at some point. But, you know, this is mostly okay. This is doing a thing. It's got some wall to it that it's mostly worked through. I've actually got a small amount of military science buffered now. But the main thing I want to do is start a new build. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to fit together or how it's going to work, so that's cool. But I think what we're going to do is, not that one's kind of badly set up. We're going to do a mixed build. It's going to be a rail supplied mixed build. I don't even know where it wants to go. I think we're going to be setting this up with ghosts and then moving it around a bit. And then just connecting it to the main base's roboport and just letting stuff go. So the reason why this little chicane is here is I want a bunch of things like this that will help me. Like, these will be places that trains can park coming in and out of the main mining stations and anywhere else that we connect to, that won't kind of crap up the rest of the base with all of their, waiting for chain signals and stuff. So I think we're going to be doing a thing like that, but then I also want a train station. Actually, I've got an offloading train station, don't I? Of the right size even, this thing. But I only want the top half of this. But it is going to be the right length. But I don't think I want to unload quite as much, but I can still just grab all of this and it's fine. Because we want a train station that's going to go like, maybe the train station goes here. That's actually going to be too close, isn't it? It's going to be way too close. But I don't want anything on this side. I don't want these bits. I don't want these bits. And then the rest of this can also not be here. Bots are turning up to help out, which I guess is cool. Thanks. Some of this is going to have to... Did I get... Yeah, I did pick up some of the stuff so that I could... Because this is not going to be smelt place iron. This is going to be... This is the mixed build iron. And... Yeah, we built that too close, so it's fine. Let's do all this from the map, I guess, and we'll just move around this thing. Because we want a place for these to get out. And then I kind of want... I only really want one of these things turning up. And this is actually in line with where it will fit under the rail, which is nice. The only thing is, though, I then need to move back this bit of smelting even more, because we need to have some interfaces in here for filtering out all the things we don't want, which is going to be tricky. Then other things I want include... That's the end of the train, and then like here's the middle of the train, and I've got those things in the way. Actually, it's on this side, isn't it? This is on the wrong side. Yeah, these are all going to be one-way track as well, so that's going to make a couple of things nicer. But I do need chain signals at the front because it's a chain signal network. That's a good way of setting those things up, isn't it? It's not too much of a disaster. So if that's going to be iron, then the next thing we want is actually copper next to it. And the thing is, I don't think I've already made a bunch of steel furnaces, which I figure I should use. I don't remember exactly how many of each, but if I have equal numbers of steel and stone furnaces to make a yellow belt, that's 8 of each, isn't it? So if I do... That's 10, that's 8. If I upgrade those ones, I should have done this before the copy, oh well. And you know what else is not good? The way this is done here is also not good, so we'll get rid of that. And then may as well move these guys up. Yeah, then I can get rid of the last... Actually only 6, because I built this wrong, didn't I? It's going to be something like that. Yeah, so that's 8 out of all of these things, yeah. 32 each of steel furnace and stone furnace, so that should give me a full belt each, and then later we'll extend this the whole way, so we'll have to remember that this is as far as this thing goes. Yeah, stuff happening at night, sure. I'm not yet at Biggs, that's fine. Then, well, yeah, so we'll upgrade all of this later into a full red belt of stuff, and then we can also just upgrade this later, so this is super easy to deal with. But the next thing we want is we want now these trains to go like here. That's not too close, is it? And that all fits within kind of the mixed build thing. It's a little bit off center, but whatever. That's not really a concern. But this one is going to be the copper train. So we're going to have mixed iron and... Well, we're not going to have mixed iron. We're going to have mixed iron and copper. We're going to have a mixed build with... and then also this one to be... I think 1? Maybe... How much space do I have if I'm trying to put... Like, if I'm trying to put another train that's this size immediately behind it, that would actually fit. So I think we're doing that. And then I can shimmy this around further, and then have... I could even turn this into a full intersection, and then have... Yeah, let's do that. I don't need to do it from there. I've got a blueprint for that. So this will be where we put mixed build parking, but then the question is how many of these can I fit in, because I don't necessarily want it to go there. I think that's a thing I deal with later. We at least have... Okay, things not quite in the right place, sure. I thought they fitted. They do fit. I was just wrong in where they were. That's fine. That happens all the time. Okay. So we've got places where trains can turn up. We need. I mean, the other irony of this is, I kind of picked this spot because it looked like we had a decent amount of room to work with. Even though I think the direction we're getting more like here's of the iron. This is actually close enough that I could just belt it in. But I would rather do stuff with train so we can extend it later. The other thing is that I'm extending it from over here, but you know, whatever. Things we'll deal with later. Anyway, this is kind of taking shape, I guess. Let's get... Where is over here? This pattern. Is this the pattern? That's not really the pattern I want, is it? It's the pattern down here that I want. That will at least do things on both sides of this belt. Because we've got to do this a bunch of times. Actually, I'm only getting one lane out, aren't I? So it doesn't actually need to be that complicated. Yeah, even though we're going to have these big trains, we're going to scale this by big trains. Actually, not that big on the scale of things. We're going to scale this by having more mixed builds and having these trains run less often. So I think I actually only need... something like... Yeah, I can do this with just one of these things. But the thing is, I kind of want to filter off... Yeah, I want to, if I can, power this thing with coal from these trains, then the stone has to come off because I need all of it for purple science, but then the uranium is also just in the way, and there's a bunch of things like that that will happen off several trains. In fact, actually the first thing, yeah, we're gonna do a thing like this, which goes copper on the right, and then iron on the left. And these are the things that we know, like, these are the things that we know the other needs. And then, if this is also going input priority on this side, and input priority on that side, yeah. Is that uglier than I need it to be? I think it is, isn't it? Yeah, sure. attempt to make this a little bit pretty. Not very much. Like that's going to be the extent of it. But this means that all the it doesn't quite yet. Now it does. All the iron coming off the copper train will head over to where the iron is and take priority over what's coming off the train. Yes, which is what we want. The copper will do the same the other way. So that's a little bit of a mess. And now we need coal, and we need how am I doing that? Do I even want to think about that now? I kind of don't. I want to go and do some easy, nice mixed build stuff, and then we'll worry about the rest of that later. So if we've got something like this turning up, and we've got like this, this will be a pure smelter, in the sense that we'll have pure iron on one side, pure copper on the other side, and part of that is so that we can do all this exchange here, and then have everything back up on the trains. Like if I've got more iron than I need, I want the iron train to back up. If I've got more copper than I need, I want the copper train to back up. I don't imagine ever having too much stone. Uranium is still just going to be a problem, and coal we might have to balance differently, but these two want to be two pure belts, and when we extend... It actually goes that far, yeah, so let's... and then there's actually going to be some other exchanges in here as well, yeah. So we're not getting attacked by any particular concerning big biters yet, but that's fine. The thing I did want is something like that, because, you know, mixed build, and I want to line this bit up with... Actually, it's the wrong way around, isn't it? Is that lined up with the outside of the thing? Yes. Okay, so let's put that there. I probably won't need these ones in the middle because I've got, you know, capacity bonuses. And then, yeah, sure. I should have done that with ghosts because I'm going to be moving all of this. So part of the plan of this is, yeah, these things don't need to exist, but I can put beacons in here with these things up against the side of this. If I have beacons in line with the next part of the mixed build, is that in the right space? Yeah. Then beacons right on the edge will also hit these green chips to build over. And then in here, I want to be doing LDS stuff. And then also, do we even have chem plants? And then probably also plastic here as well. Which means I'm probably getting gas in through here, hand wave somehow. Coal I need to get through here as well, but actually I can do, yeah, let's do a nasty ugly thing that I quite like, where I had other things done here, didn't I? I did, but if I grab one from over here, I'll be able to get one that actually has a coal priority on it. Probably, where is it? Here we go. This one. So if I put this, it's not going to be there, it's going to be all the way over here, which is going to be a little bit of a shame. So if I've got a copper smelter here and an iron smelter here, and these setups are kind of normal, then when I get down here, this will be a full belt of coal, except for the fact that I need to make sure that it's... Do I need to make sure that it's supplied properly? If I've got fast inserters, I'm probably going to get enough coal drifting through there without needing to have to splitter it, so that's going to be fine. So that's mostly the setup. Let's actually, you know what? Let's do this a different way. Let's get rid of those and just like throw beacons in here, and then I can actually have a beacon blueprint there and not worry about the fact that I'm putting all this other faff around the place. Okay. So I think I've had a bit of thought about how I want to set this up, and it's still going to be a mess. But I think I want something like this, but then splitting, yeah, so the mixed build thing is going to be train powered, it's going to be 2 smelters wide because we've got 2 main ingredients. We're going to get gas in here somewhere, we're going to get extra coal, we're going to be able to beacon the inside here and then beacon the outside, so we've effectively got 2 functional columns of stuff with LDS and plastic getting made over here. I've got coal, so I could actually... Yeah, I think we're going to have a bit of a steel smelter here as well, but I don't know how much yet. Might do that math later, because I'm only going to have a couple of these things. But then down here, I think I also want... I mean, I say I think I also want, I definitely also want a number of, and I think that number is 6, 10, 12. There we go, that many. And I want these things running through both sides of this stuff so that I can kind of beacon them a bit better, is the plan. The thing is, these ones don't want to be normal inserters. They want to be the long-handed ones like this, because yeah, and this is in the right place again. Although this is in the right place, this is not in the right place. I said these are in the right place. These are in fact not in the right place, are they? Only the first one is. Yeah, and then stitch these things together. I'm only going to be able to get beacons down the middle of this part, because the next plan for this is to have, okay, those 3 won't work. These 3 will work. Do I actually have, yeah I do, cool. These ones are going to be, like, we'll do 1 prod mod and 1 speed mod on either side, and then these ones are going to be the blue circuits, which are the ones that are going to need yeah, like that. Yeah, these are the ones that mean that these long-head inserters can't be quite so close together. But we've got to make sure these guys get inputs as well, and then if I... Because the thing is, I said mixed build, I kind of meant it. I want to smash all of this over here as well, but if I do that, I don't think there's any spot... Yeah, I can't easily beacon all of that, which is a bit of a shame. It might be that this stuff, the beacons are only going down the middle, which would make me a little bit sad, but let's not worry about that yet, because there's some other things to kind of patch in first. Yeah, because we want... I definitely should have been doing those with ghosts, because all the stuff is moving again. Yeah, if we do... Yeah, and I kind of also want to underbuild this, in the sense that 6 of these things are more than I need for this stuff. This balance is also blue chip heavy, but that's fine because we've got a lot of extending of... We've got a lot of modules to do. Then I'm getting red chips. Yeah, so I don't want any of the mixed builds to back up at all. Mixed builds backing up is highly tragic, because it means that they'll stop. Like if one ingredient stops, then everything stops. So I want a bunch of mixed builds, but then I definitely want extra builds of each kind that are specific, kind of on the other side of this mixed build, I guess, because this is going... I guess this goes like so, and then yeah, these guys have got to come into the middle. I've got core. I don't have coils. I could make coils here as well, but I'd rather not. Good things to realize. Yeah, but then have more builds specific to each kind of thing. So have a modules build, have a blue chips build, have even a red chips build, and have the mixed build take priority over each of these things. So if I'm low on everything, I can extend the mixed build, and the shortfall of each ingredient is made up by other builds kind of off to the side, which take the overflow from the mixed build, and B, can back up without trashing everything. This has to go... Okay, you can go over there for the moment, because I've got to get another 3 of these in. Let's take these 3 because that's where the undergrounds go, and then that's all kind of a mess. We can do... Is that even what I want? Because this has to be on both sides of the belt, so I don't think I do that at all. I think I do this. Because I got to get both sides. Yeah, so then we can put this thing back over here. which is, I don't really mind having the lake in the way of that, but I did want that lined up like so, didn't I? Like all this thing has to be copy and pasteable, because that's what we're going to do next. So yeah, then these things, I think we're also going to get, yeah, where's my, I don't have any splitters on me. Okay, cool. Here are my splitters. Give me these back. Alt-Z those a couple of times so that they get their settings back, and then bots will eventually build them. And then I will have the splitters I need to do things like, because this wants to be, one of these wants to be green chips. But I think rather than just doing an underground to pull this off, I want that extra, because, or maybe the steel goes over here. Like I've already got, here's iron, here's coal. Maybe I have, yeah, we'll deal with that later. I don't think I need LDS yet. We definitely will need a bunch of it later. But if these two, well, the next question is, where am I putting roboports? Because roboport coverage is definitely a thing that needs to happen. So maybe I have, yeah, that's going to be some roboport coverage, isn't it? Except that these builds are also, I haven't really left the space I would like that. This one needs plastic as well. Yeah, so that's going to be a mess. But also, I don't know that I want to loop this thing underneath here at all. Maybe I want to do something like, this is, yeah, I like this a lot more. Because then this one can turn and can go underground again. And then, yeah, now we've got a roboport in here. Let's make sure the roboport is powered. Let's make sure these builds are connected. Now we've got coils ending up over here, which is kind of more coils than we need. Yeah, don't worry about that. We'll get all these guys. We'll copy and paste this a bunch and have bots start to get some stuff done. And then all we need to do is put plastic on this, and we'll have all of those chips being made. Okay, so that looks like it's most of a mixed build, with a couple of other issues, but yeah. Then we still need to do this thing as well, but then also kind of want to figure out where everything goes first and how much of it I can fit in. And the combat stops, so I don't so much need to worry about the big biters yet. But I kind of want, can I push this? I could actually push this down further, couldn't I? I could even, like, that's also not signal, but that's another thing we'll deal with later. I could, without too much difficulty, also move some of that stacker further along. By like, not there, by like another 4 things. So we might end up, there's kind of a lot of faff to hang around with, but whatever. So do I want to start with the station, or do I want to start with, I mean, this is also going to have to get landfilled, right? Yeah, so I don't think I worry about that at all. I think I figure out where I want this much of this thing to go, and it might even start, that's too much in the way of the stacker, isn't it? Here, I mean, that's almost where it was, but I think that's going to work. And then we want more of this, because, you know, someone said mixed build, so we're doing that. Oh wait, I haven't got the, haven't figured out the rest of the roboport stuff yet either. Haven't got the gas lines through, haven't actually connected the acid, but let's do the important versions of those, which are the roboports. So that can go there, this can. Yeah, this is a bit ugly, isn't it? Oh, well, mixed builds, fun times. Yeah, we can have another one of these, we can have one of these here actually, can't we? Let's grab the car, because we're kind of wandering away from this. And then, yeah, still haven't Still don't have plastic set up. This is actually... No, it's fine. It all finished. If that was the only combat, which it was, and everything's fine. Yeah, we don't need to worry about having to rush lasers out to the walls yet. This is the leftmost one, because I'm really running out of space here. But this means I can have... Yeah, we can do that. And then this little section also wants to be on the next one. Yeah, so all of that will connect. We've got... Did I actually put... I'm pretty sure these are going to connect. Yeah, all that's connected, so that's fine. Then we've got to get... Because the thing about these full-length smelter lanes is if you put rubber ports at either end, they don't actually cover. They don't connect all the way through it. So we have to have some of this stuff off to the side, just so we can go around. But then after we've gone around, we can put one here. Looks like a good spot. Then we also need to move all of this stuff. Can I do this without zooming out too far? And it looks like here is a decent spot. There is the spot I wanted, isn't it? Yeah. And then all of this stuff is going to continue down here. And yeah, I reckon that is actually going to be enough space. We'll reroute this one belt of stuff. This train line can swing down and around. Over here we can have a bunch of train parking very similar to this, but it'll be train parking for the mixed build rather than for the mines. Train fuel is also a thing. It does look like I'm merging this rubber port with the main, with the main base, because this one goes to just in front of the station, so this one's going to need to be like here, let's say. And then we also don't have power connected, so let's do that. Ghosts in the way, sure. And then this should... Let's have one of these here, and then one of these... You're definitely covering the signal, aren't you? Yeah, you're covering the signal by a couple of squares, so if we can have one here, that's going to get us a lot of rubber port range. Yeah, so the idea of this being a mixed build is that I should be able to now grab all of this stuff that lives just inside these parameters, and okay, could have done that to be one of those there, and then I reckon we want 4. And it looks like I've got a bit of rail, which is actually making things slightly easier because it means it's it was snapping every 2 tiles instead of every 1, which is a little bit nicer. Then all of this stuff also wants to be where? Here? Yeah, and then also here, and then also here. And what train limit did I set those to? 2. Which is fine, because another one of these trains... Yeah, so we'll have the train in here. Actually, I want to set them to 3, because I've got 2 in line, and then the third one will, for each station, can pile up in the parking over here. The other thing is the area I've designated for parking is also kind of in the way of where the mixed build wants to extend, but I might retain the option of extending that mixed build another 2 times, which means over here is where the train parking is going to go, which is fine-ish. So we haven't done the plastic, haven't done the LDS, haven't done the steel for the LDS either. We need acid trains, we need gas trains, we need to figure out how to fuel these things. Oh yeah, we also need to, in here, we need to figure out how to actually filter the rest of that stuff. So are we going to do that first? We're not actually going to do that first. What we're going to do first is, Oh yeah, I was going to use this spot for another power plant, wasn't I? Actually, there's a couple of things I was going to do. I concluded that I had... Yeah, that these... There's less than... Basically, I think I can handle a 3-to-1 ratio of boilers into steam engines. So we're going to do that. The other thing I was going to do is take all of this stuff and wonder whether or not I could fit an additional power grid in, like, here. Because I reckon that's decent. And the answer looks a lot like yes. We need to landfill a bit of this, but that's fine because I'm pretty sure I have some amount of landfill in storage, right? Storage, landfill 1.4k. Okay, that gives us a little bit of space to play with, but we probably don't... I mean, I'm planning on not needing much. We just got to do that much, and then maybe a bit there. That should give us, yeah, just, and then we don't need this, and then this doesn't need to exist, and actually these things don't need to exist either. And then hooking all the water up and then actually provisioning the rest of this is also going to be a thing. We'll do that differently. We're going to have one of these here and one of these, I guess, here. Although this one should be repurposed to go in here because that, like, feels a lot better, but never mind. This... And then, do we even have... Yeah, because I need to start bringing this kind of Roboport connection down here. This guy's got to go this way. Oh yeah, and I was going to move... there was stuff I was going to do about that train station as well, wasn't there? Good times. A lot more things to do. These outside ones, do they have power over here? Yeah, they do. They've got it down... Yeah, they've got it down here. Okay. So this is a giant mess. But it's fine. Yeah, so this Roboport connects here. This... Yeah, now I can start to put Roboports in here, and that should connect up the mixed builds, right? In the sense that by the time I build the Roboports, tech is finished, which is nice. Combat is still happening, which is also nice. What even do I want next? We really are... yeah, that's right. I decided that the fireball stuff would be good because... First of all, fireball artillery turrets, pretty fantastic. Once you get all the tech going, these turrets have never really worked for me, but we can have a look at both of them. But it gives me a lot of tech to do that's red-green, like large amounts of tech. So I reckon we can then, yeah, we can queue up some of these additional damage for fireballs, which just make them vastly more effective. And these things are, they've got like... I think that you can throw them by hand, but that's not really worked because they never really worked for me because they've got big AoE. And there's a fairly accessible... Oh, it takes wood as well as bones charcoal. I'm still not doing anything with my bones charcoal anyway. Never mind. So there's a bit more processing to set up, but mostly this is about unlocking techs that can take a long while I don't have purple and yellow science online yet because I don't have a mixed build done. So over here might be where I do some other processing like that. But the other thing that struck me is if I've got Roboports here, I've got this power stuff here, I'm actually going to need, like, because all of my mall is over here, and all these bots are going to be flying backwards and forwards, and I reckon through here I actually need a stronger Roboport connection, in the sense of I need to give my bots a lot of places to charge because they're going to be flying backwards and forwards a lot. None of these things exist yet, so they can go away. I apparently don't have strong explosives 2 yet. That's unfortunate. So that when the bots get around to building this, we'll have a bit of Roboport coverage down here, decent number of Roboports through this thing. Haven't done that sorting stuff yet. But I'm starting to get a bit nervous that some of the bigs are going to turn up and cause me serious problems, because places like this currently, the big biters are really going to run down the ammo because they've got decent armor. The landmines are going to be fine as long as these guys have, they've got kind of enough. But there are also some big biters that have various resistances to both laser and flamer, because that's a thing mods added. What are bots complaining about not having? Not having roboports? I thought I automated a lot of roboports for you. You've got 29 roboports. What are you complaining about? Oh, this is going to be this network complaining about not having roboports. And in fact, this roboport, when these get built, these will join, and then these other 86 robots will start just continuing to help out. In fact, maybe I should also have robots flying all over the map getting stuff done, whatever. Yeah, it's fine. Let's go and like figure out in this space here. I don't need those two, but the rest can stay. I probably don't actually need the ones in here either. But yeah, I don't know if bots have train stations. These guys want a way out. Do I want to let them out the other way as well? I'm not sure that I do. Do I want a stacker that's actually this big? I also don't know. How many rail segments is that? 1K rail segments. Yeah. Let's reduce the size of the stacker, because I don't have that many trains yet. Where's my ghosts thing? And also I don't have that many rail segments yet. So that's going to be a thing, because we also wanted to get do I actually have? Yeah, that's actually not quite going to clear it, is it? If I have train parking over here, I should actually have, instead of an intersection here like so, I should have another intersection here, which also needs to be, yeah, double-sided there, sure, why not? But then this, that's right hand, isn't it? Not there. Then I don't actually reckon I need those chain signals at all, because, you know, it's all just the same intersection. So yeah, there'll be train parking down here. Actually, that's a super good reason to have this stacker or something like it nearby, because trains can like hang around here while they're waiting for all the rest of their segments into this parking to be freed up. So that's kind of okay. Oh, radars. Okay, don't have radars either. Not going to worry about that. Why don't you have power? I'm sure you should have had power. Oh, you don't. Yeah, you just don't have. You didn't have all the little poles through the middle. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. Was going to build. Oh no, I'm not building roboports there, right? Because that extends. But all of this is. Yeah, sure. Let's have a radar also. Yeah, that one will be fine. We've still got roboport coverage everywhere. That's going to give me some visibility, and then. Yeah, need. Because I also don't know. I think. Let's just act as if all the coal I'm getting off this thing, because I've got two lines. Let's pretend that all the coal we're getting off will be sufficient to provide fuel for all these things and also fuel for the trains. Sure. Yeah, so how is... Yeah, so if I do coal and then... if I do coal and then iron, then... Let's actually make this the other side. Then this is going to be everything that I need it to be. Then if I do copper on this side, then this is going to be everything I need it to be. And then I have... But it's actually quite a lot of stuff coming out, isn't it? It's 30% of what will end up being 2 belts. But then some of that extra 30% of non-iron garbage here. Oh, you're still got a car there I haven't picked up. The 30% of non-iron garbage here covers all the other kinds of garbage, including the useful stuff and the non-useful stuff. And actually, let's while I remember this, let's change these limits to 3. Mixed copper already had a limit of 3. Okay, fine. This one is iron, and then that one is iron. Yeah, that's all. Sure, fine. Okay, I guess we just do this badly, and then make stuff work later. Why is only one thing being attacked? Is kind of, yeah, ceramic spider. This is the point where I actually need to go and deal with these guys. Where's the fire resistance? 99%. So he's going to be there a while. The bots are going to be trying to put the walls back and repairing the walls. The bots are going to take damage. I've got to go and put lasers in places that need lasers. So we're just going to have the bots... You know what? We're going to have the bots build the rest of the stuff as well. So the bots have got a fair amount of stuff to build, and we haven't actually provisioned any trains yet. Are these guys actually, that's entirely accidental, but they actually have the range to build the entire stacker, although the stacker isn't even finished yet. But you know, that's fine. Actually, do I even want... I don't even think I... Yeah, let's do this. This is mildly dangerous because something might have just run into us, but whatever. And then it's down. That's not even the best way to go. The train is not actually the best way to go to get there, so that's... Yeah, questionable. And I just used up both my useful bits of fuel, so I guess we're doing this. Oh wait, no, I do need to go back. I actually need to go back to the base after all, because that's where the laser turrets are. Not seeing any trains. Laser turrets should be... And I should have quite a few laser turrets by now. Laser turrets should be down here, right? I've got 264 laser turrets. Yeah, I don't think I need... I don't think I need more of those. I think I'm pretty good for the moment. But having like large amounts of stuff like that is nice. Also, doing research that only requires red stuff as I'm going through this. Where did I even want to be? I want to be over here. As I'm doing this mixed build construction, which is sucking all the materials out of everywhere that I have. Okay, the other thing that I wanted is this here. Let's put this back to rail, because I've got a feeling we're going to need a lot of rail. And then also let's get rid of some of these guys, so that we have more stone turning up for the rail to use. Let's do... We'll keep 3 furnaces. That looks like about half of the stone. Will end up getting used for that. And then I also still need to do... I bet this power grid over here is also without a radar and also without power. Why, you know... Okay, let's see if that... Okay, so the mixed build was actually never going to quite be building at the rate that I hoped it would be. This is not even the easiest way to get out of here, is it? Yeah, sure, whatever. Is that train still on... I did put it on manual, but it's also out of fuel, so whatever. Oh no, there's this train. This train is the one that's on manual. Oh, that's going to back up again soon. Yes, we need to... Yeah, several things that we need to just address. And I gave away... I've got 1 piece of wood for fuel. Okay, I guess I can get some more fuel, because we're kind of just here. This is a much better fuel. Okay. Doesn't look like any trains are coming. Is this the best way to go to get here? Who knows? This is sketch. Okay. So over here, we get ourselves a ceramic biter, and there are also other biters that are immune to lasers, about which I don't really care, because the flamethrowers are going to get them anyway. So now we've got some lasers up, and that guy just dies, and things are fine. And is this another biter? No, that was the same biter. Okay, and I think we... Oh, did we actually have... I don't think I have pickup tower coverage there, do I? I don't. Do I have pickup towers on me? Yes. Do I want to... I mean, I think I want to give this guy... Let's just give them... Because they're not attacking very well. We'll just put that there. And we'll pick up all that stuff. So is this the point where... Yeah, if I'm getting ceramic bigs in one place, I may as well put like some laser coverage in the other places that I need, especially as the mixed build thing is just, you know, doing whatever for a while. So we're taking some hits there, which we are now safe. Over these ones no longer seem to be a thing, but dodge those trains. Down here is definitely going to also be a thing. I don't actually know if the spitters turn up with the same kind of immunities or not. But they also just... Do I have landfill? I do not have landfill. I cannot make landfill. Okay, so that was gonna... I mean, I've still got coverage, it's fine. Yeah, don't know if the spitters also have the same immunities as the biters, but they also kind of don't have the same health pools, so it's kind of... But that's not true. They do have largely the same health pools, but it's also not really a thing I super need to worry about. So these are just... Yeah, I should... I mean, I also do have power there, because I've got the pickup turret, so let's go and deal with that. Then we're going to automate more power grid. In fact, given that I've got so many of these lasers out, that was what I was using the batteries production for, I can probably pivot this. I can drive through this beacon because I don't have beacons yet. Can probably pivot all of this back to... You don't need to exist. Yeah, pivot most of that block back to the whatchamacallit, solar panels production, because, you know, swapping things backwards and forwards is great, isn't it? Everyone likes doing that. Okay, get hit by your own car, which is cool. Have some of these guys. Have some of these guys. Okay, because these things are not going to get much done anymore. However, all of this stuff is fine. I thought I had... this one was larger? Okay, this one's larger. Sure. Here will work, and then yeah, we'll just slap some of that in there. That's fine. So yeah, so these guys are now still, yeah, so these guys will struggle with a different kind of biter, which are the ones that are immune to laser fire, which is why we've now got so many jobs in the queue that those guys aren't actually processing the landmines. Yeah, so we need a lot more just stuff. Maybe, yeah, I think I'm belting in. I think we're going to train the ore into this mixed build, even though it's from here to here, and in fact the parking for the mixed build is going to be right next to the output for the train, but we'll extend all of that later, and this might run down anyway, whereas I think the coal, if I need coal, I might straight up just belt it in. I'm missing construction robots. No, you guys are fine. That's all completely handled. Yeah, it's just going to be all this faff. yeah, a lot of belt, a lot of furnaces. I should put some more radars down here as well, because that's a thing. You guys also still don't have power, which is, you know, also a thing. You can have a radar like here, and then we're going to have a lot of stations that don't have trains. Let's yeah, then we've got to go and build the rest of that. In fact, as soon as because they don't have medium power poles. I have some number of medium power poles. Okay, let's do this the other way then. Of give bots all the rail, give them power poles, give them some of that, give them. What else do they need? Oh, the furnaces. I have furnaces that I'm not going to be doing anything with. Yeah, all these bots getting a lot happier, getting a lot more done. Oh wait, that was the other thing that I realized that I need to do, wasn't it? It was wander over here and empty out this guy's pickup tower, because I'm pretty sure it has a pickup tower, but I don't know that it's ever actually been maintained, and that suggests no, it has not been maintained. Yeah, so now that guy's empty again, which is fine. We'll move all this stuff to the car, because I suspect that down here, A, there's a bunch of pickups tower stuff I need to place, and then B, that's the other one of the other places I probably need laser turrets. So let's go and drive past where the trains may or may not be. Looks like we're fine. Actually, the other thing that struck me is maybe the main base is just straight out of copper. That's not the main base anymore. Main base is over here. No, they're still good. Yeah, this guy is completely out of copper. In fact, let's just go and put him in storage. So all of that stuff's done. These guys still need the acid. Yeah, cool. Let's just put more bot jobs in the bot queue, shall we? That'll work out fine. What did I hit? Oh, I hit some of that. Sure. So yeah, this is maybe a thing I could do between episodes, but it's probably fine. This will, at least after I figure out how to put gas on a train, and so first off, give me all this stuff. You go in there, yeah, and then laser turrets. This is how laser turrets work, isn't it? You do that, and you realize you gave away all the power poles you were planning on using, but that's fine. You guys can have little power poles instead. Sure, I could substation those later. They're probably, hopefully not going to take damage. And then there was nothing happening overall here, was there? No, there wasn't. Okay, good. So bots are building a lot of stuff. Where is another outpost train that I can... I don't have an outpost train here. I have an outpost train over here that could meet me at the base, because I kind of don't want to deal with all the stuff. Are these the other outpost trains that... No, these are... Yeah, that's just fine. That border is going to be fine for a while now that has both lasers and flamethrowers. Neither the mirror nor the ceramic biters, like, I don't think either of them... First of all, they only turn up with bigs, which is why it was only a problem recently. And second of all, none of them... Like, they still don't have explosive resistance. Oh yeah, all of that needs to be signaled as well, and then all of this needs to be signaled as well. Maybe I just do that now. Let's get rid of... That was actually one that needed to stay. Yeah, because I want... This thing being a stacker, things want to be able to get in, but then... So this is going to be a two-way stacker thing that will let... And then let me check that I've lined this up the right way. Yeah, so any train can just come in and also clear all its reservations on the other train signals elsewhere. A train won't get out of the stacker until it can also do the rest of the chain signal things with the rest of the base. So that's going to be the pattern we're going to throw around here, which will just, you know, improve a bit. Yeah, all those networks are merged now. Oh well. I guess that means I can just take these things back to main storage, because I've got, yeah, a couple hundred bots free. Yeah, this... cannot divide segments. This is probably because all the other signals aren't in yet. Yeah, I think by the time the rest of these signals appear, it'll all be fine again. And then that signal no longer needs to exist. Yeah, so we're doing kind of a build. A lot of these things don't have power and actually don't have enough furnaces. And then also don't have enough power poles. I should have power poles. I should have a ton of power poles. Where are my power poles getting made? Oh, because they're only getting made over there because the whole copper did in fact run out situation. Okay. So we also need a copper train in the main base. What's going on? I don't think I'm going to get hit by a train. Yeah. Oh yeah, that was never going to work, was it? That needs to go to a different place. But what I did want to do is cut that, and then all this stuff ends up over here. Where is... yeah, that spot there is kind of what I need, unless I do something worse, which I will. Yeah, so now this has a reliable... do I even need to... okay, we'll probably forget that we've cut blue science, which is fine. Over here, you guys are still making... yeah, you guys are still making rail. Give me... I guess I'll handcraft a bunch of this stuff, because you guys also still need a pile of furnaces. So let's handcraft a bunch of furnaces, find some steel, get no steel. Get no steel because I turned it all into lasers, or because I turned it all into blue science, or because I turned it all into roboports. Or because the uranium is backed up, because I didn't supply the acid. Okay, cool. So that's going to be the next couple of things to do, I reckon. We'll take... you guys can have... where are all of those things that you wanted? And then we'll take this junk... where did I leave my cars? Down here. We'll take this junk over to the junk station. And what I actually want for this to work is this train. Yeah, come over to the Dismembered Corpse Party. I have a surprise for you at the Dismembered Corpse Party. I've got to wait for the other train to go past, but whatever. Yeah, there's still... yeah, we've got to get that acid sorted out. Let's not miss this train when it turns up. I'm not here yet. Yeah, because I think the thing I realized is... yeah, I either need a loop somewhere, or this setup needs to be different, because it otherwise doesn't fit. But you, sir, have a bunch of stuff. Yeah, and then give me all of this. And this wagon can have all of that. And that's the way that I mean, I could have also had different ways of sorting this, but keeping this train here and just giving it stuff is also completely fine. That's going to be what we do. So all of this is doing everything it needs to, which is nice, and then drive across the tracks without checking. Yeah, I think the plan for getting the rest of this acid out, because I've got a ton of acid at the moment, is... and I had another plan for getting more of that in there as well, didn't I? If I just... that doesn't go that way, but if I had... can I move this back one tile? Maybe. Yes. Does this now Or can I just run that pipe differently? Because can I? Yeah, those are not quite the ones I want, are they? This one is also not the one I want, fine. Yeah, that little shimmy there is what I want to do, and this guy here is in the way, so let's deal with that later. Okay, this guy's also in the way, whatever. Yeah, that thing there. Not enough rails. Okay, fine. Find the little shimmy that you did last time. Okay, I'll just do this manually, I guess. Yeah, because if I do that, then this station actually wants to move to the other side. It wants to be like here. And then this wants to be, what did they even call that? We'll worry about the oil connection later. We'll just break things and fix them later. This wants to go to a thing called acid. That's a reasonably obvious name. Okay. So I also don't have a fuel fix for that guy yet. And then I also need to get... Yes, we can do that differently. We can put that there, and then fix kind of all of this. And that'll be fixed. And then this train here now wants to go to, should be able to get to acid now, right? Yeah, and it's just going to go backwards and forwards like that. That's a whole lot better. This is all still full. Are these... Yeah, because I was wondering whether or not I'd also have to put lasers over here. Yeah, a couple of big biters. There's like a chance that the ones that are invulnerable to either laser or flame spawn, but we haven't seen that many of them yet. And probably fortifying these other things is another thing I'll just do in between episodes because it's fine. That should hopefully have got... Yeah, that's going to have got this processing back online. Actually, with that other drill out the way, we can do that business. I'd actually rather have... Yeah. I was going to run it across here as well, but this way I think actually works a little better. As in just, it is slightly nicer here. So this is going to process... Actually, this is going to run down the buffer significantly faster, which is nice because we kind of need to unblock everything so that, yeah, so the stone here was also backed up. That's pretty funny because I was working on the assumption of, okay, let's do that just to help get the stone out of the way. I was never expecting to back up on stone because this thing was going to be building rail, but it didn't have the iron ore to make the steel to make the rail, so the stone was backing up. So the stone is also backed up. Not... Oh, this is actually the Schall stuff that's taking priority, isn't it? The stone... The stone is still backing up here, kind of. Oh, the Schall stone doesn't actually have priority. Okay, fine, whatever, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, as long as all of that runs, I'll be happier. Okay, so that's running. New damage 2 is almost done. I don't have beacons, I don't have radars. There's a bunch of these things that don't have power poles, which we will worry about later. And oh yeah, these things also want to have that kind of... Oh, they don't actually, they just straight up don't have them. Okay. Yeah, this is all needing steel again, isn't it? So these guys, yeah, you go to the other one. Yeah, and then these guys have already, yeah, they are using quite a lot of acid, but then again, it is about processing stuff out of this buffer, which are already, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so I think we're going to leave it there. I think I'm going to automate steam engine so that this can happen. And then automate tanks and steam engines so that all of this can go into place, connect some of these up, put some laser turrets in the other places where we might need them. Actually, there was one other thing, which I might go and do first, because it looks like I have most of the things. I've got some bots, I've got a lot of stone that I don't actually want. So where... I've got... How much steel do I have over here? Not enough to actually bother doing anything with. Okay, fine. Let's just turn it to walls then. Walls are always going to be useful. Wanted... Oh yeah, it's continue with fireball damage, I guess. Fireball damage 3 is also still... Yeah. Fireball damage 3... Green science, and then military. So that's going to be pretty much as far as we go with that. But yeah, the do they even make a fireball tower yet? Fireball thrower, fireball, can't actually tell how much. Range modifier, shooting speed modifier. So they already do a fair amount of damage, but we will rank these up a bit more so that by the time we actually get to use them, I mean, mostly it's about sinking the tech costs at the moment, because it just takes a while to click through this with 5 times, but we will find a use for those later. What I want at the moment is a lot of landmines. Not quite that many landmines, but then I also want... I still have radar myself, don't I? And I have big poles. And then I want... That's a pleasant number of rails. Let's have you go back to wall and put it in there. And I think I just put some stuff on the ground. Yeah, I did. Cool. Can I make the rails myself just to get the stuff out of my inventory? No. Let's make all of those, and then... Yeah, then also still not have... Okay, yeah, that's not actually going to free up any inventory space either. That does. Okay, so now I've got that, and I can turn all of that... Yeah, there we go. And then you can have this back. Okay, so that's fine. Got the rails, got these, got a roboport. Don't have roboports with me, got some bots. Landfill was the other thing I needed in bulk for this little bit of the plan, which I have... not much of, as it turns out. Okay, I think we'll just drive over there in the car, which is back at the acid. Okay, fine. Because we have a plan for figuring out where my stuff wants to be, and that is, yeah, you have all of that, and that's going to be enough. Landfill was, yeah, it was in one of these supply chests, this one? Okay. And then there was something else that I was thinking about needing, wasn't there? Which I don't remember what it was. Landfill, rubberports. Rubberports is the other thing that I want. Oh, yeah, and then these guys. I guess they can do whatever, and this guy's already got, yeah, more than I need. And these guys are also, yeah, sure, they're all fine. Rubberports was the thing I was here for. Yeah, something like that, sure. Okay. One more little plan. Do I have? I do have the signals. I have enough signals. That's fine. Yeah. So we got a lot of stuff to automate, so the bots can go and do it. We then actually have to plug things in and commission a bunch of trains. That might also happen in between episodes because that's going to look pretty normal. But running out of fuel, not great as it turns out. Okay, let's coast down here, but because that's fine. Because down here I should have, yeah, a lot of this actually not there, over here. Yeah, we can use this as train, as fuel. It's fine. Okay. Then over here are going to be the extra corpses and worms and big biters and things like that I'm not doing anything with yet. Over here was where I wanted to go. I actually got rails, didn't I? And I don't actually think I need rails for this part of the plan at all. I will definitely need rails later, but what we're going to do is... how much of this? Yeah, I don't actually want to spend much of this here, but this means that I'll be able to put a rail line through here, which is going to end up hitting other stuff, and I'll have to move it, but whatever, that's easy. We'll do that. So we can have a rail line through here, And that's kind of what I wanted the landfill for. But also what I wanted to do is drive all the way over here. Yeah, I guess we could do this in a locomotive actually. It might actually be easier in a locomotive. Depending on whether or not I have cliff explosives and stuff like that. Yeah, I thought that might happen. Okay, it's fine. You have... I got the fuel back, okay. We might end up abandoning this plan if I hit things that I can't immediately just build through. But it looks like it's mostly fine. Yeah, so this island here, I also want to just landfill onto this dude. And that's probably about as far as I want to go for the moment. And we'll probably, maybe we curve or whatever, that's not really the point. The point is, big power pole here, multiple radars, because we've got to figure out where our next iron is, and this is like the place that, you know, took the least effort to push through there, so we're going to do that. These probably could go further, but I'm not going to. I'm going to keep them like quite a way back. The power was on the bottom side, wasn't it? Yeah, it was there. So, that's not the way I want to go. We'll just drive this backwards. This is actually... yeah, that's not actually what I want to do at all. I do not want to space them with power pole spacing. What I actually want to do is space them with roboport spacing for reasons that people may already be wondering about, because this is no longer, you know, this is no longer a nice safe area, is it? In fact, maybe I just do it here. This is actually going to be shorter. Maybe I do this with... yeah, so we're going to go with the thing I said I wasn't going to do, which is fine. We're just going to link all these guys up. And then we're going to put... like, I'm not super concerned about... I don't think I'm super concerned about guys attacking this way. I'm not concerned about these guys attacking, but I am concerned about, you know, biters trying to expand. So the thing we're going to do quickly to address that... those did not have any fire immune guys, so it's fine. And can I... okay, we'll just leave... we'll just... oh no, I can take that with me. Yeah, we're going to go... I'm going to drive this down to this kind of skinny part of the island here, because that's going to take less work to defend. Yeah, just across there looks like... I mean, straight lines are going to be easier, but whatever. Because the thing we want to do is we want to go... roboport, have a bunch of bots, and repair packs apparently. Have all of the landmines, and I think you have more landmines. You have all of the landmines. And then... I did give you cliff explosives, but you're probably fine. Did I give you... I did not give you... yeah, have power poles, have roboports, have all that stuff. And then... you know what? Let's just do that like so, and then if we do this again... oh, I don't even need to, that's already got coverage. Okay, cool. And then I guess we want a radar here, and bots probably want radars. And then we want to go... we just want a lot, like this is how we're going to protect this area from basically expansion hordes. That's the entire plan there. So I think that's like the last thing I wanted to do today. Let's give me all of the... in fact, you guys won't need any of those at this point. You just need... maybe you need some cliff explosives. But yeah, that's going to be... we're scouting. We've found another base. We've not found any iron, but we're like with 3 radars, that should happen pretty quickly. We've got a lot of landmines being put out, which should stop expansion parties, which should be fine. This is not secure enough to be mining that, but whatever. We've got no actual combat of like guys that are immune to our lasers, so that's nice. Have we unblocked this? Yeah, so we've unblocked this. We've got a ton of iron. We've got no copper. The copper is down to this kind of expansion. We need to put those trains down as well. We are emptying this buffer real nice. How full is this train? This train is not even that full yet, so it's completely fine. Yeah, we got things to automate. We got a lot of things to automate. We got this to connect up. Actually, I'm quite possibly. Where did this train go? Oh, this train is still over here, isn't it? Yeah, so this is still not even plugged in yet, other than fueling these trains. But yeah, there's still quite a lot to do. I mean, of course, there's a lot to do. We don't even have the purple and yellow processing online yet. But we can throw another one of these guys. Oh, you never got radars. I did already put a radar there. Yeah, cool, good job. So yeah, then we'll do some train stations. We'll connect this up. If all of this behaves as it should, and it's mostly being copy pasted, then probably we will indeed get a variety of stuff out. Oh, I still need to do this filtering as well, don't we? Yeah, lots of things. Made a lot of progress, looking for new iron expansions, secured a bunch of places, did kind of a train fit mix build. Yeah, sure, fine.